And why don't we do one more question, and then we're going to have to hit the road. Thank you all.
Senator Vance, Mike Bender with the New York Times. I know we've asked you a couple of times today about the issue at Arlington National Cemetery, and I know you've mentioned that the campaign had permission to film there. One thing I didn't realize earlier today is that it's a federal law banning political campaigns from filming at grave sites. So I guess the question is, since families, to the best of my knowledge, civilians aren't able to grant exceptions to that, whether or not someone who wants to be president should have to abide by that law.
Well, Mike, look, I think the right person to ask is the Gold Star families who invited Donald Trump and lost a loved one because of Kamala Harris's failed policies. Were they happy to have the President of the United States there? And they would say, absolutely. Thank God somebody showed up. They wish Kamala Harris would have showed up. And she didn't. I mean, you guys in the media, you're acting like Donald Trump filmed a TV commercial at a gravesite. He was there providing emotional support to a lot of brave Americans who lost loved ones they never should have lost, and there happened to be a camera there, and somebody gave him permission to have that camera there. This is not a gross violation of federal law. This is a president who did what all presidents should do: show up and provide support to your own people. Thank you, sir. So again, I'm biased. I like Donald Trump. And I know you all do too. But look, ask the Gold Star families. And if there is a scandal here, I cannot get over the press's obsession with this. Because what is the bigger scandal? That Donald Trump was invited to stand by a graveside and actually accepted the invitation, or that Kamala Harris let 13 brave Americans die because she's a failure of a leader? And why hasn't Kamala Harris fired anybody who was implicated in getting those 13 Americans killed? And why hasn't there been a real investigation about why those 13 Americans got killed? I think that's a much, much bigger problem, and that's where the media ought to focus, not on Donald Trump doing his job and showing up as the president should. So